All right, we are back. It is 12 noon, which means it's time for our second update of the 2018 Vegas to Reno race. This hour update is brought to you by Baja Racing Supply. Go to BajaRacingSupply.com, get all of your parts for your pre-runner, chase trucks, race trucks, daily driver, everything. They got shocks, heims, wheels, tires, everything you need. Go to BajaRacingSupply.com. So thanks to them for sponsoring this hour update. Let's go look at our leaderboard. Not too much has changed as far as the front runners. We still have the same guys up front. It's Rob Mack is still in the lead physically. The 15:27 of CJ Hutchins is still right behind him. At the last pit, he was about 25 seconds physically behind Rob Mack. So he is gaining on Rob Mack, believe it or not, because they did start a minute apart. So he's already made up 30 seconds on him. Once this thing updates again, he might get in front of Rob Mack, but I would be surprised if he does. 12:01, yeah, see, Rob hasn't updated. So as soon as he updates, he's going to jump back in front. Bryce Menzies, still the all-wheel drive, brand new truck, still going good. He's running in third. Justin Lofton came into pit 2 with a flat tire in third place. He pulled in the pit, and Bryce got around him. Bryce was in fourth place at the time, so Bryce passed him. Passed Lofton in the pit with a flat tire, and he got around him. So now Bryce is third. Lofton was running fourth, and then Andy was running fifth. So remember, Justin Lofton does not have a tracker on his truck, or his tracker's not working today. So we're going to have to rely on split times from those guys, from the guys we have in the field to find out where Lofton is. So keep an eye on Lofton if you're out there at the race. He is not tracking, so we don't even know where he is. We just know he's in the top there somewhere. At pit 3, race mile 98, it was Rob Mack, and then CJ was 25 seconds back, and then a minute and a half back was Bryce. Then Lofton was 2 minutes and 52 seconds back. Then Andy was 4 minutes and 35 seconds back. So we're actually getting some little bit of gaps, a couple minute gaps between some of these top running trucks so far. So we'll see how that comes into play. Bryce is definitely making up time because he was only a minute and a half back, and he started, I think, what did he start, fourth? So he's definitely made up quite a bit of time in that four-wheel drive truck. We'll see how he does the rest of the race. Hopefully that thing holds together for him. So that's the trophy trucks. If we go look at the times, though, here we go. This is sorted by time. At race mile 100, Kevin Thompson, the number 70, is actually leading the race on corrected time. That is Harley Letner, remember, in that truck. So Harley Letner at mile 100 is leading the race on time. Bryce Menzies is actually second on time, and Jason Voss is third on time. Then we have the 38. Wow, that's a little bit different. That's a bit of a surprise to some people. They were fourth. And then Justin Matney's truck, number 4, that has Josh Daniel in there right now. So that's Josh driving the number 4 for the first half of the race. And they are actually running in 5th place right now. So we did have some other updates. Kyle Jurgensen in the number 144 truck is out with a blown motor at race mile 94. That's a bummer. Brett Serapis is in the pit at pit 2. One report was a possible blown engine. Another report was they lost a rear end seal. So I'm not sure which report is correct on that, but the Serapis, the beer truck, the number 88, is definitely in the pit still at pit 2. So that's a big bummer for him. Let's see. As far as any other updates we had, let's see, what else did we get? We said the Brett Serapis one. Let's go look at some of the other classes. There is some more classes off the line now. So we come over here. The 7200 class, Jeff Proctor, according to the trackers, it looks like he's out front right now. Depends on where these update. There we go. He just this one just updated. He's not out front quite yet, but the Honda is coming along. Jeff Proctor's driving the first half, and then Pat Daly is getting in to do the second half later. So that's going to be Jeff and Pat in there, and they are a Fishgistics client for this race, so we're keeping a close eye on them. We have one of our Fishgistics trackers on that truck too, so we'll know where they are all day, hopefully. The 6100s, let's go look at 6100s. So Ryan Hancock looks still like he's still up front. Terry Householder updated at 12:03, which was 2 minutes behind. So Householder is still in front of Hancock. So that's Adam Householder, remember, driving his dad's truck, the 6139. So it's going to be 6139 and then 6118. Those are they started 1 and 2, and they're still running 1 and 2, and they got a little bit of a gap. So those guys are starting to check out on the rest of the 6100s. They're all stacked up pretty well right there. So Let's see. Somebody was asking for an update on number 9, Ross Maddox. I think I saw him in here somewhere. There they are. So they are at mile 105 right now. So the person looking, Fernando, there's your update on Ross. They are maybe running in 15th place or so. Let's see what it said on here. 10th place, actually, on corrected time at mile 100. So there's your update on the number 9. Somebody was looking for the 7,200 class. We just checked on them. They're all kind of bunched up still right here, as we said. They're coming along. They're at mile 37 is where the leader is right now. Al Hogan. It looks like Al Hogan might be out front. So he's the leader in class 7,200. Someone asked if the 6,200s are off the line yet. Well, let's look. 62? Yes, they are. They're running right behind the 7,200s. It looks like the 6,206 of Nick is the first place 6,200 right now. So that's where that one is. Ryan Millen is driving the Herps machine, somebody asked. They were actually doing pretty good earlier, the 19. Let's see where their tracker is. Their tracker had them in here somewhere. Let's see, is this going to be them? No, that's the 10. I don't know where the 19 went. The trackers are kind of weird this time when you click on them. Let's see. When you click on them, it doesn't pop up with their thing, so it's kind of a pain. You actually have to physically search for the number. So I don't know where the number 19 is right now. We can look on the timesheet though and see if they've come by. Doesn't look like the 19 has come by race mile 100 yet, so they might have had an issue. Phil, they're asking about Ryan Millen driving the Herps machine. So I don't know. We'll have to check back on them, but it doesn't look like the 19 has made it past mile 100 yet. So not sure what's going on there. We could try and look one more time. Let's see. This is mile 64. Yeah, I don't know where the 19 is. It might be buried in here somewhere. So we'll check back on them in a little bit. Let's see. Jeff, you just tuned in. The top 5. Top 5 is still the same pretty much. It's we'll go over it one more time. It was Rob Mack still in the lead. We have Hutchinson's car. He was in 2nd place. Then it was in 3rd place. It was Bryce. Then it was Andy, and then Jason Voss was actually next, and then the number 4. So those were that's the top, as you can see right there. That's your top runners. Once they update, they'll get back in the correct order. We should have some more split times for you guys from pit 4, hopefully, and pit 5. We should have split times from both of those. So tune into the page. We'll be back at 1 o'clock for the next live update. Tune into the page in a few minutes. As soon as they get to pit 4, we have a guy there. Troy is over there, so they're a little ways away from pit 4, but we do have someone at pit 4 getting split times hopefully, and then at pit 5 we have someone else with split times. So we should have some good split times for you guys from the next couple pits, and then hopefully those guys can keep working their way up so we can have you guys some accurate information. So we'll keep an eye on Justin Lofton. Like we said, he's not tracking. He's one to look. And then in the next hour, some more cars will be off the line and a little bit more spread out. We'll check on some other classes. We'll get an update on the UTV class for you guys and get on some of the other classes. 6100 is just starting to get spread out. So we'll check back in at 1 o'clock. Anybody else you guys want to see, let me know at 1 o'clock. We will look them up for you guys. Till then, stay tuned to the page.